the Disorganized Zone as a series has a mix of some episodes that stand alone. It's a little bit sci-fi, it's a little bit comedy, it's and it's a little bit just truth about life. The organizer comes into someone's life. Sometimes she just seems to magically appear, and you're not quite sure how she arrived there. There's some unique things within the organizer's appearance and the human condition and the kinds of difficulties that people have. They take a humorous twist on this disorganized zone that people get into for any number of reasons, and look to find some humor, but also a lot of truth within that I think people can relate to. Disorganized Zone is the concept of Cyndi Seidler's. She created the show, and she had told me about it some time back, and I thought it was a really cute concept. Cyndi had a number of episode concepts, and that were either quite fleshed out or not so much, and so together we kind of worked out what those stories were, and then I either developed it further or finished filling in the details of the ones that Cyndi had already created. And so it was it's been a great sort of collaboration and partnership in bringing it to a point where it is now. Cyndi and I basically directed the episode, again in a very collaborative sort of way. We were both there and took turns taking the lead on it. But the overall aspect of each episode is very much a culmination of Cyndi's vision and my vision and how we brought those together. The organizer is a lot of fun. We're not really sure what her name is. We've never revealed it. She gets referred to as my organizer friend, the organizer, auntie, or people just don't address her by name. So it'll be interesting going forward to see if there's a special circumstances under which her name is actually revealed. As a character or person, she's the one that has this somewhat mystical, magical element to her. So there's things that seem to just occur, or she has just an extra sense, a sixth sense of some kind about knowing things, understanding things, and a somewhat unique ability to manipulate this disorganized zone of someone. The organizer helps people to organize their lives. Sometimes it's their physical space that she helps organize, and sometimes it is some other aspect of their life that the disorganization within that area of their life is causing them from being able to fully enjoy their life or be successful in their life or achieve their goals, or whatever it is that's holding a person back. Well, Cyndi is actually a professional organizer for real. So as we were pulling things together, she always took care of all those details about making sure that the elements of my character were accurate. From, well, what would an organizer wear, or what kind of bag would she have, or what would she have in the bag, or how would she handle this? These stories all come from elements of what Cyndi experienced over the years as a professional organizer, and then we expanded on them and exaggerated points and stuff like that. We don't find out a lot about the organizer's personal life. We touch on it finally, starting with the beaten path, when her nephew Ray comes to live with her, and then that little subplot continues through Deadly Labels and the episode tomorrow as well. It's fascinating because she's a person who's very, very organized, and so suddenly to be dealing in an environment where she can't fully control the disorder around her shows another part of her personality. The organizer, besides dealing with her nephew Ray in her personal life, we introduce a personal friend of hers, Jackie. She's someone that the organizer calls when she's having a little personal crisis. So going forward, I imagine we will continue to find out a little bit more about the organizer's personal life. Who knows, maybe there'll be a love interest in her future.